The research area has so much information in it that it's hard to know where to begin. It's a little like the old man who had lived a long life, being asked the question by an interviewer, "Tell us about yourself." And the old man responds, "I don't really know where to begin." And the interviewer says, "Well, just start at the beginning." That's what we are going to do with the researcher paper. Start at the very beginning. The seed is a good analogy for showing what happens to an idea in the research process. It is something tiny, yet it produces a tall and sturdy plant. An unstudied idea goes through much the same process as a plant sprouting from a seed. Both start with something small and grow through a process to be something beautiful, useful, purposeful in the big scheme of things. A person can plant rows and rows of seeds. Some don't grow at all, but even of the seeds that begin to grow, the rate at which they grow is different. Ideas are much the same. Many ideas you have are not interesting, or otherwise not ready for you to entertain for further consideration. And not all the ideas that you want to know about gain your attention for knowing more about. Choosing the idea to develop takes consideration because a great deal of time is going to be spent nurturing it for it to become robust and trusted. You will consider 10 ideas altogether. All of us have different interests, experiences in life, and different backgrounds. So, naturally, the ideas we know about will differ. The gaps in our knowledge are equally important to what we already know. That spurs us to know more and broaden our horizons. And what if we run out of ideas to know more about? Well, that's why we have teachers. Their suggestions in the case of the research paper would be topics that have quite a bit of material to use in research, even if the topics are not of great interest to us at the moment. The following 3 slides show you how this process works. Almost 20 years of experiencing life have given you notions about how to live due to your own trial and error experiences. Our personalities factor in what we want to experience, and our judgment of that experience tells us to know more or to not pursue an idea further. Here is one student's ideas for what is worth pursuing in life. The first category of what we know already. Because you have under 20 years of life, it's impossible to know about a great number of activities or events or information. But now you have the time to study one of those. If you could choose something you have already heard of to know more about, what would it be? Consider one student's list of activities, events, and information to know more about. Your teacher has lived an extra decade or 2 or 3 longer than you have. She or he has encountered life in some ways that you haven't thought of yet. Because of this, a list from her or him might give you some areas of interest that you didn't know you had. The following is a list from your teacher. Read through the instructions given on this page. You will do the same on a Google slide. Now stop the video to read. This stage is the most basic of activities. It is here you find if any of your interests or casual knowledge or any new suggested paths will be easy to follow up on. If subsequent choices have to be made, they will each undergo this same process. Choose a topic from categories found on slides 5 through 7. Place the topic or keywords for the topic into a search engine and choose an article to read or a video to watch. Record the URL of the website and log the general idea of it in 3 sentences. This slide is an example of the process taken from the 3 categories on slides 5 through 7. When you have understood the instructions in this video, notify your teacher that you are ready for Google Slides assignment A1, the seed. Please stop the video to review the examples in this slide.